Hi there, it's Kaylee from Crochet Unraveled, and today I wanted to just go through what exactly you need to get started crocheting, and luckily it's not a lot. So the first thing you're going to need is some yarn, and instead of going for the nice hand-dyed, hand-spun yarn, although it's absolutely gorgeous and comes in all sorts of different colors, I suggest getting yourself just a medium weight acrylic yarn. And these, they're between $3 and $5 a skein approximately. That's US dollars. And they're just inexpensive and a fantastic way to learn because you won't have to worry about, messing up the nice yarn. You can buy this nice yarn, but I would recommend just waiting a little bit until you are a more confident crocheter to start using it. So acrylic yarn is great. It's really versatile. It comes in every single color that there is. You can also get thinner weight or heavier weight. I recommend going medium, which is 4. That's the number of the weight. Or even heavier when you're just starting out. You can do something along this line or even heavier. Maybe not too much heavier than that. But the reason for that is so you are able to see your stitches more clearly, and it's just easier to make out what's what when you are first starting to crochet and you're still learning kind of what the stitches are, what the different anatomy of the stitches are, and all of that. So first thing you need, long story short, is get yourself some yarn. All right, next you need a crochet hook. You can either just buy one crochet hook in a size that goes along with the yarn size or the yarn weight that you've purchased. So typically you will use 5 millimeters or so for a 4 weight medium yarn. So you can just get a 5 millimeter hook, or you can go ahead and buy a whole set of hooks, and they come in a wide range of sizes that way. And that's great to have too, because when you get into doing more projects, then you already have those hooks ready to go and you don't have to go back and buy any more. So get yourself at least one hook. Luckily it's not like knitting, you just need one. And that is all you need for that. And then something that I know you already own, a pair of scissors. And this is just to cut your yarn at the end of your project or at the end of a color. If you're using multiple colors of yarn, you need a way to cut it. So I've used a lighter and a pinch. It didn't smell good, so I suggest going with the scissors. But yeah, that's the gist of what you need to get started. You don't really need anything fancy. If you want down the road, you can start getting some pretty stitch markers, getting a tape measure. There are tons of little tools that you can buy and that are a lot of fun. But if you're just getting started, then I suggest maybe just stay simple for now. And once you've practiced enough with your inexpensive yarn, then you can go get the fancy yarn. You can go get more colors of this yarn. Charlie. Ayla, come here. Once you do get more comfortable practicing with your inexpensive yarn, you can either just go buy more acrylic yarn or try something else that you saw, something a little bit nicer maybe. It's up to you though. Now those are the items that I suggest that you purchase when you get started crocheting, but there are a few things that you will need that you cannot buy. But I know that if you do have them, they will make you way more successful and you'll be crocheting amazing things in no time. So the first thing is you need to be willing to learn something new. Crocheting is a new skill for you, and you have to be willing to kind of step out of your comfort zone it's not always going to feel natural. It's moving your hands in a way that you probably haven't done so before. So just make sure that you are willing to learn this new skill and really commit to it. The second one is to be able to do research on your own and to be resourceful. Sometimes patterns can be written a little confusing, or sometimes there just is something that you won't understand. And in that case, you need to be able to research it on your own. You can join Facebook groups, which are a really great way to learn. I know a lot of the people in there are willing to help and answer questions, so just search for beginner Facebook group or something along those lines, and just be resourceful. Be willing to figure things out, because it's not always going to be easy and it's not always going to be straightforward. All right, and then the third and final thing that you need is the willingness to practice crocheting. Like I said, it may not come easy, it may not come naturally to you. And I learned to crochet when I was about 5 or 6 years old. My grandma taught me how. So I think anyone can learn how to crochet as long as you can move your hands. You have some yarn and a hook. I think you can definitely learn how to crochet, but it's going to take some practice and it's going to take some perseverance. So make sure that you think about that. You're willing to practice, and once you start getting more comfortable crocheting, it is so much fun, and it's a great way to feel productive when you're sitting on the couch watching Netflix shows, for example. It's just a fun way to make things and keep your mind and your hands busy. So I really hope you do decide to get started crocheting, and if you do, or if you're interested, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. You can also head over to crochetunraveled.com. That's unraveled with one L. And subscribe to my email list and check out all the fun things that I have over there on my website. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I would love to see your first crochet projects. If you need more help, make sure you check back in this page. If you have any questions, make sure that you leave a comment and I can direct you where you need to go. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.